How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to ReWrite. So, ready for a great discussion on interpersonal relations, because that's kind of what this whole theme has been, going with this, trying to figure out how to, broker peace between Chihaya and Lucia, who are both terrible at communicating, and it does not go well. So, we've got our next best thing, which is sad, because normally I would never, ever think that tricking people into hanging out would ever produce anything positive, but frankly, I still think that. But what else are we gonna do? Like, there's no other avenue I can think of that we can possibly do. Also, I gotta keep in mind, we have this horrific, flu that's going through the house. It's got, my throat. Thankfully, it's not as bad as it was earlier this morning. But I have prepared myself with a cough drop. I've got a full mug of water. And I am going to try and make this one a shorter episode because of that. Creating content being what it is, regardless of whether you're a massive channel that relies on an income from your ad revenue to live, or a small channel like me that does it because I love it, we have this unhealthy desire to stick to a schedule no matter what. And so unless I'm literally dying, I don't want to miss any days of recording. So I'm here and we're recording, but I'm probably going to make it a shorter episode. And I'm trying to not I'm probably going to push off recording Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, considering how much voice work I do for that. And hopefully I'll get better before that one has to debut. But for this one, I should be fine. Again, just expect a shorter episode. It's just not great, but I'd rather produce something than nothing. And nothing's what we'd get if I listened to my body and actually, just let myself heal. But who cares? We're here to watch this and play, right? So let's see if we can get this massive, gigantic two-person, was it parfait? Like a super parfait? You have to try and devour in 45 minutes. I wonder if they can. If anyone can, it would be Chihaya and Lucia. So let's see if we can pull this off. Let's jump right in. So anyway.
気持ちは嬉しいが余計なお世話だ。
Sheesh. Lucia, calm down. Calm down, please.
仲直りがしたいとルチアは確かに言った。
Uh-huh.
いや、その。
It said, I've only been recording for 5 minutes, and I already need this, so, oh boy.
小太郎、ルチアは仲直りがしたいとずっと私の胸で泣いていた。
Seriously, abort! Huh? Class rep crying into your chest, you say? That strict, violent class rep who rules us with an iron fist? I can't even imagine that.
泣く。ルチアはよく泣くし、よく甘える。赤ちゃんみたいだ。泣かない、甘えない。赤ちゃんみたいじゃない。
Yeah, I gotta admit, we're getting so much, because Suzuru's talking in this route so much. I'm really enjoying her character a lot. I'm very excited to play through her route, because I liked her before, but oddly, I'm getting to know her a lot better now, and it's very, very intriguing. But Lucia, you're pretty adorable too, but stop being ridiculous, come on. I really can't imagine Class Rep crying in your arms going, why, I fought with her, I want to be friends with her again, like a little baby.
泣く。昔から本当によく泣く。いつも私にしが。
Incredibly flustered and flush red, Class Rep covers Suzuru's mouth. Actually, with how rough she's being, it's like she's trying to choke her. I guess she must really be embarrassed about that. She acts like a grumpy cat when she's trying to hide it. What was that? It's the most ridiculous angry sound I've ever heard. Now, nothing to be scared of. What even is that? What direction do you give a voice actor to make that noise? Look, I don't know what happened back there. I don't plan on prying, so relax. Anyway, you can't just stay on bad terms with Chihaya forever, you know?
それは分かってる。
Please release the little gremlin.
それはそうだが。
She's going to choke.
わかった。行けばいいのだろ。行けば。
Okay, I have no idea what part of that was even remotely persuasive, but as long as you get it. Suzuru is as taciturn as always, but since she managed to ring an okay from class rep, she gives me a thumbs up.
大鳥さんがわざわざ誘ってくれたなら、無視するわけにもいくまい。委員長とはクラスの模範であるべき。このままというわけにもいかんからな。
I don't like how we're having to lie to them.
ルチアは素直じゃない。もっと仲良くなって。
約束通りの時間に店に行く。だから頼むから、ちょっと私たち二人だけにしてくれるか。
Alright, already, I get you. But you'd better go, okay? Suzuru, I don't really get it, but I'll leave the rest up to you. She's like, don't worry, as long as I don't suffocate.
しずるは少し黙れ。昨日のはそのったな。
I'm not sure why, but Class Rep just can't go against Suzuru. The two really are good friends, huh? Well, Suzuru being close with Lucy ended up being a big help. She's the only person who knows of Class Rep's emotional wounds and understands how to handle them. And the fact that Suzuru is Class Rep's friend is proof that she isn't fond of being lonely either.
小太郎くん、委員長の方はどう？
Good. Yeah, it went perfectly. How about Chihaya?
ほいさ、こっちもバッチリさね。だいぶ拗ねてたけど、委員長がどうしてもって言うならって言って。
Oh, it's gonna fall apart so quickly. Alright, the pieces are now in place. You know what, actually, I take it back. I think it will fall apart. But the one thing we have going for them is that they're terrible at communicating. So there actually might be a decent chance that they can go through this entire encounter and not even realize that they've been had. Because they're just so awful at expressing themselves. It could actually work. I hate that we'll have to rely on their greatest weaknesses. But, you know, I mean, if it could work with anybody, it'd probably be with them. Alright, all that's left is for them to share that giant parfait and deepen their bond of friendship. Oh yeah, that's the other part of this. They're just assuming that just getting them stuck in a room together for long enough and they'll work it out. Then I can pop out at the end and admit I was the one who set everything up. They beat me up, all's well that ends well. And so, the end of school day is upon us. There are 5 of us, Class Rep, Chihaya, Miko, Tori, and Suzuru. We assemble at the newly opened cafe by the station. I see, so the store's selling point is the jumbo parfaits. There's a wall of fame proudly displaying the names of those who were able to finish the giant parfait in time, as well as how long it took them to finish. But what's more impressive is the sample food in the display case. Every single one is bigger than the last. Even the most modern-looking parfait looks like to be the size of a basketball. Holy crap! If that's not the biggest one, how... Okay, I thought it was kind of ridiculous to be having a monstrous thing, but like, if they're gonna be bringing out like a sink or like that's genuinely concerning. Like, couldn't you die from trying to eat that? On the side note, the biggest jumbo parfait in the cafe is called the Olympus and needs to be ordered in advance. People can also request to see the photo of it. Add another addendum. The menu's liner notes say the Olympus refers to the largest volcano in the solar system, Olympus moon on Mars. A true fact. In fact, Olympus on Mars is so tall that if it were on Earth, like the space station would have to like avoid it because they might crash into it. Like if you took Olympus, transplanted it like in its size, especially to scale of Mars, and transplanted it to Earth at that same scale compared to our planet, it would be so tall. Like not even like, oh, this is taller than Everest. It would be so tall the tip would be in space and things in orbit would crash into it. It's freaking enormous. It's 25,000 meters tall. Everest was about 8,000 meters or so. There you go. Like, it's insane how big it is. I guess they want it to be the tallest parfait in the whole solar system. Also, the pricing of the thing I just listed as negotiable.
これは一人で頼むものじゃないね。
Yeah, I bet that's the sort of thing you order for a wedding instead of a cake. And then you share it with everyone.
デザートは別腹とは言いますけど、なんだか急に不安になってきました。
So, okay, good. I thought they were going to reveal that we didn't actually place the order, but like if we did, oh no.
サンマが乗ってるのない。
You and your fish.
それはちょっと一般向けではないと思う。
For the looks of it, Class Rep and Chihaya are calm for now. But neither of them are so much as glancing at the other. Guess they're just awkwardly holding back. Neither of them are saying anything, so they'll still believe the other person invited them. Perfect. No way this could go wrong. For starters, let's have today's guest of honor sit over there. Kotarou, Suzuru, and I will be here in this booth.
まあ、そうでしょうね。
望むところだ。
Both of them are willing to reconcile, but the rough edges are still there, making the air tense. It's like they are a couple of students about to take an oral exam. For a while, the two of them remain silent, but since they aren't getting anywhere, Chihaya is the first to bow.
まあ、私も大人げないことをしたなと、反省してるわけです。
ふん、別に大鳥さんが反省することなど何もない。
カチーン。もう、喧嘩しないで。今日は楽しくみんなでパフェを食べて仲直りするんだから。
I wish I could be the Kotarou to be like, maybe we should have come earlier and made sure it was ready when they got here. She's right. You're not going to be able to finish that giant parfait unless the two of you work together. Called the 45-minute tag team parfait.
すごい名前だ。タクマッチとはどういう意味か。
二人一組で45分以内に食べきると無料だそうだ。
By the way, if you go over the time limit, you're going to have to pay 5,000 yen. Ain't that the thrill?
つまり、二人で協力し合わないと大変なことになっちゃうということだね。割り勘でも2500円だって言うんですか？とんでもないものを食べさせますね。
God, but honestly, if anyone could do it, it's you two.
そんな持ち合わせはないぞ。意地で食べきるほかないというのか。
I like how it's not even like the fact that it's like, I don't want to spend that much money. It's like, I can't spend that much money. I have to do it. That's right. You don't want to pay. You're going to have to finish it and fast.
私は気にしませんが、この花さんは私と同じ器のパフェを食べるのは抵抗がおありなんじゃないですか？潔癖症ではさぞやお辛いでしょうし。
Chihaya, please! Please, no!
カッチーン。
ルチア。
Stay. Like a dog, like stop, calm down. What is with the noise? Oh no.
お互い頑固だね。これで本当に仲直りできるの？
Things aren't going to work out at this rate. I have to get them to remember what our goal is today. While we're waiting for our orders to arrive, I whispered to Class Rep Chihaya to remind them why we're here in the first place.
それは分かっている。
Do you really get it? You're both so hard-headed, you can't even be honest with yourselves, but despite that, Chihaya found the courage to set all this up.
分かっている。この機会を設けてくれた大鳥さんには感謝。私とてなんとかここで仲直りして元の関係に戻りたい。なのに大鳥さんが妙に嫌味な言い方をしてくるから。
Shh, calm down. Shh. With Suzuru here, no matter how much Class Rep sulks, she just gets treated like a grumpy cat. It seems to work. Even though Class Reps understands, she just can't find it in herself to be honest about it. Of course, Chihaya is pretty much the same.
分かってます。私もこれ以上気まずいのはごめんですし。
Why are you sabotaging that then? If you get it, then chill out already. Relax, girl.
私はしてます。この花さんの方が打ち解ける気ゼロなんです。委員長も委員長なりに頑張ってるよ。だからちーちゃんも頑張ろうよ。
頑張れ。
そりゃ私だって仲直りのために誘ってくれたこの花さんの気持ちは汲み取ってますよ。私はちゃんと仲直りしたいのに、この花さんがやたらとギスギスしてるから。
So that's how it is. Both Class Rep and Chihaya are basically saying the same thing. Well, now what? Since both of them wanted to reconcile, I thought I just had to set a place up for them to do it, and I'd just bow to each other, they say to be friends again. I seriously did not expect them to be this evasive. Guess my naive hope that the two sharing a parfait would help to get them back together isn't gonna happen. Come on, man. An actual challenge, a common enemy, that actually can be a good bonding experience, but the parfait isn't here yet, so obviously we can't know. Where is the stinking thing? Jeez, what do I do now?
小太郎、どこへ？
Just gonna go wash my hands. I'll give this whole thing, I give this whole getting back together plan a good think, too.
妙案が浮かぶといいね。
I'm more than open to suggestions, Kotarou, Suzuru. Let me know if anything comes to mind.
わかったよ。
They're like, oh no, he has no idea what he's doing. I'm the one who came up with today's operation. At any rate, we absolutely need to get those two back together so we can end the day on a good, happy note. Kotarou and Suzaru have been helping me a ton today. I shouldn't rely on them all the time. I know it's wishful thinking, but I guess I can only hope and pray that this store's famous parfait can melt their hardened hearts with its sweetness. The bathroom is just behind the kitchen. And I'm passing the kitchen, I can already see them assembling the 2 giant parfaits that we ordered. Oh my gosh. Hey, they ordered 2. Oh, is it supposed to be like Chihaya and Lucia with one and the rest of us with the other? That's quite big. Even if we're sharing it with someone else, it's honestly scary to imagine finishing all that in 45 minutes. The guys assembling it look kind of intimidating. How do I put it? He's like a stereotypical tough dude. He's got a weird looking t-shirt on. You'd probably pee yourself if you ever bumped shoulders against him in the street. No. Usually the tough guys like him, they're surprisingly shy and fond of sweets. That's right, I shouldn't judge people by their appearance, now to wash my hands. Suddenly I overhear the chatter from within the kitchen.
Haniki, 間違いありませんぜ。あいつですぜ。
What?
やかましい。店じゃ店長と呼べ、店長と。
すみません、店長。
So, this place is a front for something, that's great.
でも、間違いありませんぜ。あの制服、あの髪型、あの顔。間違いなく、この花ルチアです。
Why do they know who she is? Oh, what's this now? How is it that the store's manager knows Class Rep even though it's her first time any of us have ever been here? Is she actually like famous or something? Or maybe they're acquaintances? As if. I can imagine those scary looking guys possibly having anything to do with our straight-laced Class Rep. I hide in front of the kitchen's blind spot so I can hear what they're talking about better.
そうか。あの女が。学食
Oh.
の四川風地獄麻婆をあっさり完食してのけたが。
Makes sense. It's the giant, it was the super deadly tofu.
へい。話によると、あっけらかんと汗一つかかずに完食したそうで。
あの地獄のマグマを汗一つかかずにか。俺たちが血を吐いてのたうち回り、生涯において唯一屈した激辛メニューをそんなにもあっさりと。
Oh no! These were the guys who were traveling around conquering spicy dishes, and they were forced to like retire and start working where they failed?
俺たちの輝かしき伝説を打ち砕いたあの麻婆が憎い。
I feel like this is the plot line that's in the Yakuza. Like, it feels straight out of a Yakuza game.
覚え出すだけで喉が焼ける。水。あ、すまん。
That Mapo tofu is something that only those who have been to our school cafeteria know about. So that means these guys are alumni? No way. They're just graduates from the school. That wouldn't explain how scary they look. Man, what was it? I remember the old lady in the cafeteria told me about it. That Mapo tofu was actually, what was it? I think it was created to take down this bunch of crazy spice freaks, the Black Something Company.
どうせイカ様に決まってますぜ。あの麻婆を。あんな小娘が完食なんてできるわけがない。
そうだな。ならばその噂、真実かどうか確かめさせてもらおうぞ。この花ルチアめ。まさか我らが伝説の激辛集団、暗黒極辛街の慣れの果てとは思うまい。
I remember now, the Black Spice Company. They're a bunch of troublemakers who do anything and go after anything spicy. But let's add that they succumbed to the Mapo tofu and ended up disbanding.
我らは激辛大好きを歌いながら激辛に敗れ、その看板を無念の涙を飲みながら下ろし、
What are they gonna do?
激辛好きを封印して甘味の道に隠居し、今日まで隠れ忍んできたのだ。
It's such a weird backstory.
忘れたはずのあの屈辱。兄貴。
店長と呼べ。とにかくここであったが100年目、あのような可憐なる乙女が我ら暗黒極辛界を超える力があるかどうか確かめさせてもらうぞ。
Oh no. Well, this is going sour. thud. I walk into the bathroom and try to digest what just happened back there. Yo, this is getting really messed up here. We just came to the cafe so Class Rep and Chihaya could relax, share parfait, be friends again. But this mood isn't relaxing at all. On top of that, what'd they say, the Black Spice Company? Seriously, could you guys not complicate things any further? Wait, what am I even saying? This is the cafe, we ordered parfaits. This Black Spice Company, was it? They changed their ways, now they're great parfait makers. I'm just overthinking it. No. As I return from the bathroom, the 45-minute tag team parfait arrives at their table. I see now. The weird name comes from the tough guy manager, that makes sense. Still, even after seeing a sample of the showcase and watching them assemble it in the kitchen, its imposing size is still impressive enough to stupefy me. Mountains and mountains and mountains of ice cream, whipped cream, fruits, and piled high in the vessel that looks less like a cup and more like a kitchen sink. It is a sink! And 2 of them are getting carried out to the kitchen. A sight is honestly out of this world.
Kotarou-kun! Kitayo, kitayo! Okiyo!
That's pretty wild. Alright, everyone, let's do our best and try to finish these things, shall we? Let's begin. Without even waiting for my signal, the very first one to start picking up the parfait is Suzaru. She gives me a thumbs up. Looks like it's not half bad. Okay, looks like they haven't sacrificed quality for the sake of quantity then. The problem is, I'm probably gonna have to shoulder the cost of this. Oh, whatever. Gonna be paying anyway, so I'll enjoy this to my heart's content. I dive into the parfait myself. In my first bite, I realized that despite its size, it's an excellent dessert with a great deal of subtlety and flavor. If only they didn't call it a tag team parfait, they weren't for the weird naming sense, it would be so much more popular. It makes me remember. So, like, I have watched, especially from abroad in Japan, really great YouTube channel. One of my favorite things that he's done is do the showcasing of, like, the challenge food eating. It did a lot with Natsuki, but he's done other ones. Like, the one that looked most interesting, like, the one I would probably be the most interested in was the udon place, where, like, you're supposed to eat, like, 100 bowls. I couldn't even do parts of that. Like, they're talking about, like, it takes 50 to be a man or something. It's like, I wouldn't even get close to that. My portion sizes are so small now, it just wouldn't even, like, no, not even gonna happen. But I still love to go try it. The other ones I remember seeing, like the one thing I liked about it is that a lot of eating challenges in America, they feel like they sacrifice the quality for a lot of them. Not all of them, but some of them. But the ones that he showcased, it looked like they didn't sacrifice the quality of the food, but that it was just so much that what starts off being delicious by the time you get to the end is just utter pain. Now, there is a really interesting challenge. If you've ever been a foodie and you want to try a food challenge, I'm assuming it's still open. But it's this really interesting place that you would never know about unless you were, like, in kind of the more kind of unknown trails of America. In the West, in the state of Idaho, there's a really interesting restaurant. Is it Big Jed's, I think? Big Judd's, that's it, Big Judd's. There's 2 locations of it. The original one is near the capital in Boise, and then there's a second one that's, like, on the eastern side. But what they do is they have the big burger, and so, like the Big Judd Big Burger Challenge, and I'm talking like you think of a dinner plate, like that's how, like, the diameter of this burger, but you have to understand, like, the patty alone I think is like 3 pounds of hamburger meat, and then cooked down to like a pound and a half. So, like, the patty is like this thick, and then it's piled high with, like, the standard, like, stuff like lettuce, tomato, a pickle, onion, and mayo, mustard, ketchup. And pretty much you can customize a lot of the toppings, but like the thing is, like, it's proportional. So it's not like, oh, it's a big patty and like some toppings and then the buns. It's like, no, there's so much toppings. It's like as thick as the patty, if not more so. So you get these burgers that are like this tall, and it's like a wedding. It's like, it looks like a cake, and they cut it up for you. And the challenge is in one sitting, I think in an hour, you're supposed to eat the entire burger. That they can't even pick it up. You have to cut it into 4 pieces. Like, burger and a basket of fries in an hour. And, like, that's the eating challenge. And I'll tell you, the burger tastes fantastic. It's worth going just to eat the burger. But holy crap, I can't believe people can actually eat that thing. But if you ever find yourself traveling in the Western United States, specifically, if you are ever going to Yellowstone National Park, which is absolutely worth visiting, wherever you are, if you happen to travel to the United States to go to Yellowstone, try and look up Big Judd's if you ever get that chance. Go to that restaurant and try the challenge. It's way out in the countryside, like, seems like the middle of nowhere, And like even when you pull up to these places, like they looks like a small diner. It doesn't look all that special, but absolutely worth it. Make sure you take a chance if you're in the area ever. And like it still is a ways from Yellowstone. Like I'd guess the one that's closest to Yellowstone is still probably like a 2-hour drive from like the entrance to the park. But a lot of people, especially who are going on guided tours through that part of the United States, ended up traveling in that area. And I don't know if you'd be able to get away from a tour bus to go to it or not, but I'd highly recommend checking it out if you get the chance. Anyway, moving on. I guess before we do, if you know interesting food like challenges that you're familiar with, you know, in your area or where you grew up or whatever, like I'd love to know about them. I probably will never do them, but I've always loved learning about these food challenges because like it's odd how many of them there are, and how like it just seems to be a thing. It's a cultural phenomenon that seems to branch across all cultures. All right. Anyway, if only they didn't call them a tag team parfait. They weren't a weird naming sense. It would be so much more popular. How are class rep and Chihaya doing? Oh my gosh. They're staring, glancing at the parfait. Look at that monster. Holy crap. Oh no. That's a lot of full fruit too. It's got waffles. Oh my. This thing is death. Like, holy crap. Just beside class rep is a stopwatch borrowed from the manager. The moment she sticks her spoon in, the 45-minute battle of the death begins.
これを45分で食べきれというのか。それも大鳥さんと。
まったくです。なんで喧嘩してる人と一緒にパフェを食べなきゃならないんだか。
You're our only hope.
それはこっちも同じだ。呼びつけておいてよく言えるものだ。
Uh-oh. And here it comes crumbling down.
はあ？それは私のセリフです。だいたい今日のあなたがもう。
Okay, enough fighting now. 45 minutes, round 1 only. And begin. Come on, eat. You don't want to pay the 5,000 yen, do you? Both of them believe that that the other invited them to this. Given that neither of them are even close to the reconciling, I can't have them fighting over that. Once I click the stopwatch to goad the two into eating, they start digging in. But they aren't doing this because they wanted to go along with today's original plan. They'd rather just eat something instead of having a conversation with someone they're at odds with. I still believe in the common enemy. Common enemies can get you really far in breakdown of relations. Maybe having them get back together over parfait really is just a pipe dream. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, is it really spicy? They put spice on it and she's just gonna like not even notice? The moment Chihaya eats her first spoonful, she starts coughing violently.
大丈夫か？
何これ？
I thought she was just choking, but Chihaya clearly looks off. Rather than choking, it looks like something caught her by surprise. Her eyes are darting around. What's going on? Chihaya takes another bite of the parfait and coughs violently yet again. Oh, she's gone. She bolts from her chair and runs to the bathroom. Seeing that, class rep shrugs her shoulders.
誰にでもむせることはあるが、ああも大げさだと不愉快だ。そんなにも私とパフェを食べるのが嫌か。
No, there's no way that could be right. I mean, Chihaya said she wanted to make up with you and she invited you out. Maybe she just doesn't feel well or something?
それにしたって不愉快だ。私を呼んだのは大鳥さんだぞ。なのにずっと仏頂面ではないか。
Yeah, it's going great.
何のつもりなんだ一体。茶番に呼びつけ、この高いパフェを割り勘で払わせるつもりか。
ルチア、どう。
She believes that Chihaya has pulled this all together today, but after seeing her act like that, only natural she started feeling doubtful. She was invited here because the two of them can mend their relationship, but after getting here, she's only seen Chihaya look grumpy. On top of that, she gets dragged into spitting out a parfait that costs a whopping 5,000 yen. Chihaya bows out because she didn't feel well. Of course she'd be upset. I'm more concerned about Chihaya right now, though. Coughing that much isn't normal.
どうしたんだろうね、ちーちゃん。急に体調を崩しちゃったのかな。
Wait, no. What if... Don't tell me. If this place were a normal cafe, I'd think it'd have to do with Chihaya's health. But now that I know this place employs members of the Black Spice Company, I can't help but suspect the other possibility. Class rep, could I just try a bit of the parfait?
断る。これは私と大鳥さんのものだ。女の食器を舐める男に食わせるパフェはない。
That, ironically, is a bad... Oh, fetch me. She vehemently refuses my request. She's either insistent on finishing her half of the parfait, or she's already too fixated on her battle against it. Class rep looks completely fine, while Cloud Chihaya is in shock, coughing and choking on the parfait, which leaves only one possible answer. Spice. Yo, you okay, Chihaya? Oh. I lightly knock on the door to the women's bathroom and gently open it just a crack. As expected, Chihaya's nose is bright red. She's swishing her water over and over. Dang, even her lips are swollen like a fish's. The second she notices me, she leaps out and yanks me by the collar. Oh. I knew it. This is exactly the worst case I was fearing. Oh, she's gonna think that she's gonna think Lucia orchestrated this because Lucia can handle spice and Chihaya can't, and so it was a way to trick her into eating something spicy. Oh gosh. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, what now? I'm already at my wit's end because the getting back together scheme isn't working out. Now the Black Spice Company throws another wrench into my plans. What the heck, man? Your spice showdown to do some other day. Fetch. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Chihaya still thinks Class Rep's organized this whole thing. And now with the super spicy parfait being served, she probably thinks it's some kind of message from Class Rep. Chihaya gets invited out so Class Rep can mend their relationship, then suddenly the monstrosity comes out. Friendships aren't the only thing that'll get ruined. Wait, just relax. The kitchen probably screwed up. She shoots a glance over to Lucia. Oh no. She's having time of her life over there. Oh right. Chihaya doesn't know Class Rep's just fine with super spicy stuff. That's why she can conjure up such a wild plot. I mean, it makes sense. The person across from her is eating an incredibly spicy parfait from hell like it's nothing. Given that the level of spices that you can't just hide, it's only normal to think there's something else going on. Thanks to the Black Spice Company, the already terrible atmosphere between the two has nosedived. Both Class Rep and Chihaya's moods have soured even further. Is repairing their relationship even possible now? Oh, she looks so happy though. Class Rep doesn't even know what's going on here and has the biggest smile, having time of her life, shoveling mouthfuls of parfait in her mouth. No, it's too early to give up. It's exactly because the situation's so messed up that there's gotta be a way to somehow twist the story into making sense so they can get back together. Oh, that's it! A plot? Don't be silly, of course there's no plot. Aww. I like that staring down a parfait as a thumbnail, but that's a good one too. I mean, when she's happy, she is pretty adorable. If you really doubt it, then just turn the parfait around. It's all spicy anywhere you eat. It's the kitchen's mistake. No, Class Rep doesn't want to have to change. Heck, she's still eating it, completely unfazed. She's just going for it. I mean, all I can say is Class Rep's enjoying that parfait. Heck, if I know why. Okay, just calm down and listen. There's one thing I lied about to you today. Class Rep isn't the one who arranged this, it's me. Yes!
なるほど。委員長のあの不機嫌そうな様子も納得がいくというものです。ってことは、差し詰め、この花さんは私に呼ばれたことになってるわけですね。
At least she's quick on the pickup. Yeah, that's right. Sorry for lying. Just wanted to help you two mend your relationship.
そういうのを大きなお世話と言います。じゃあ、
Yeah.
この焼き切れそうな下の責任はあなたが取ってくれるんですか？
Just listen, alright? Just look how it is. Class Rep thinks you're the one who brought the super spicy parfait out.
そうなりますね。私、恨まれるの嫌ですよ。
Class Rep isn't holding anything against you. Like she said, she's quite literally quietly eating the parfait just fine even now, see? We hide behind a potted plant, I point to Class Rep telling her to see for herself.
食べてる。信じられない。あんなに辛いのに、どうし して黙々と。
I'm genuinely starting to believe that she doesn't know what things taste like. Maybe she just has no sense of taste. That's because she's more composed than you are. She immediately realized the kitchen messed up the flavor of the parfait.
お店に文句言って変えてもらえばいいのに、どうしてあんなの。
That's because even though she knows it was the kitchen's mistake, to her, you and that parfait meant specifically for the two of you to reconcile with each other.
よく意味がわからないんですけど。
Class rep doesn't want to complain about the parfait you had made. Do you want to know why? Neither you nor class rep are forthright with your feelings, but the two of you both want to make up, isn't that right?
それはまあそうですけど。
That's why class rep thinks the parfait from hell is a trial that she has to overcome.
試練。
Yeah, a trial. That exact extra huge, extra spicy parfait is a trial sent from heaven for two people who can't mend their relationship because they can't be honest with each other. Now that's what class rep believes. Yes, the parfait is the very embodiment of the animosity that stands between the two of you. By working together to defeat it, you can put all that behind you. That's exactly what class rep believes and hopes for. That's why she's enduring the absurd spiciness and continues to eat spoon after spoon.
そんな。
No. You're not the only one suffering here. Class rep's having a hard time with the spice that she wants to cry. But she's pretending to enjoy every bite, making sure none of it shows through. Do you know why? Because that parfait you, and it's only you, had prepared so the two of you can finally reconcile. Oh, this is gonna go bad. Did that work out? Like, golly, it's working. She clearly got the wrong idea and now she's super touched.
私だって仲直りしたい気持ちは同じなんです。なのに泣き言を言ってお手洗いに逃げ込んでる。その間にも彼女は一人黙々とあの激辛パフェと戦い続けてる。
Chihaya, this is just how strongly class rep feels about wanting to be friends with you again. She's just bad at expressing herself in words as you are. The only way to see an expression of determination, and I hope you can understand her feeling.
素直じゃないのは私も同じです。なら私も同じ形で心の強さを示そうと思います。
Oh gosh, this is gonna go bad.
あのパフェの半分は私のノルマです。彼女に全てを預けるわけにはいきません。
Yeah, that's the spirit. Is there something the two of you can achieve? I just know it.
よーし、やってやります。
Chihaya gives herself a couple slaps on the face, steps forth, determination brimming from her eyes. Not to give myself a pat on the back or anything, but dang, I'm surprised how well that I could ad-lib. It's gonna go bad. Honestly, even I thought it was too much, but I guess you just need to get that level. You just need to go at that level of BSing.
私の顔に何かついているか。
すごいです。この花さん、こんな激辛パフェを私がいない間にも黙々と一人で。
Her eyes glisten from tears. Chihaya looks on toward Class Rep, filled with emotion. Class Rep, meanwhile, is bewildered. She rushed off to the bathroom with such a dour look on her face, and then she goes back here looking like this. Of course she'd be totally confused.
大丈夫か？お腹の具合でも悪いのか？
ええ、大丈夫です。見事にこのパフェを二人で打ち倒し、私たちのみそぎに決着をつけましょう。
It's kind of cute.
みそぎ？大げさだな。
いいえ、大げさなんかじゃありません。そうです。この巨大なパフェは素直になれない私たち二人への試練です。
It's going better than I thought.
私たちは乗り越えますよ、二人で。こんなの45分以内で食べきって仲直りしてみせちゃいましょう。
Class Rep is baffled as why Chihaya is suddenly brimming with the vigor of youth. Though Class Rep is surprised after hearing such a sincere words of consolation, her expression shows that she's reflecting on them as well.
そうだな。二人で45分以内に決着をつけてわだかまりを水に流そうではないか。
ええ、私たちにならできます。遅れを取り戻しますよ。
Oh, poor Chihaya. The sounds are so good.
焦るな、落ち着け。またむせ込むぞ。
心配無用です。辛いのはお互い同じです。これくらいで参るもんですか。
Oh, Chihaya. The area redder lips, his eyes are burning red. Chihaya is still frantically showing spoonful after spoonful of parfait into her mouth. Even though she sometimes chokes on how spicy it is, her spoon is unceasing. Though initially taken aback by Chihaya's voracious parfait eating, Class Rep slowly begins to do the same.
私もぼんやりしていられんな。加勢するぞ。
Oh no. It's so wrong.
戻ってきてからの地位はまるで別人だ。小太郎くん、すごいね。一体ちーちゃんに何を吹き込んできたの？
It's a trade secret. Anyway, it's a good thing I could get them to work together, thank goodness. Just after everything's over, there'll be a ton of inconsistencies and loose ends to explain. I'll have to count on Kotori and Suzuru for that. Glancing at the kitchen, I see the employees anxiously looking our way.
あいつら物ともせずに食ってますぜ。
なんてこった。今の時代、この程度の辛さは女子高生でも食えちまうってのか。
Maybe it's good that we retired after all, boss.
俺たちの極めてきた辛さとは一体何だったんだ。もう頭を丸めて出家するほかねえ。
兄貴どこまでもお供しますぜ。
The voice acting for this episode is amazing on every front. I do think, though, it's kind of funny, this idea of, like, a big boss guy who really oppresses everybody but it's kind of fallen on hard times, and they're, like, his dutiful lackeys who just refuse to see him in a negative light, and they always, like, upplay this whole, like, kind of feel. It's really funny. Those two tough-looking guys are hugging each other and crying. Well, thanks to them, we found a way for Class Rep and Chihaya to make up, so I guess it's fine. Seriously though, Class Rep's freaking scary. Those guys made a parfait, they must feel like an inferno in your mouth. Chihaya's totally forcing herself to eat it. Class Rep isn't breaking a sweat. Heck, she actually makes it look delicious, and that's what's truly terrifying.
もうすぐ45分。本当に食べきれそうだ。
Go, go, go!
すごいね、すごいね。頑張れ。
頑張れ。
これでおしまいだ。
Class Rep eats the final chunk of banana. The banana is something that the two of them silently agreed to save to mark the finale of the challenge. Finally, Class Rep gulps the banana down. They've consumed everything, winning against the veritable mountain range of parfait. Yeah! I can't tell whether Chihaya's yell a cry or victory or scream of pain that she's been suppressing the entire battle. However, through the tears and snot dripping down her face, her expression makes her sense of accomplishment clear. Suddenly, the cafe's manager slides over and genuflects on the floor.
お見それしました。よもや本当に完食するとは思いませんでした。
どうだ見たか。私たち二人で見事に食べきったぞ。45分以内だな。これでタダなのだな。
She's like, it's free, right? I don't have to pay?
もちろんでございます。本当にお見それいたしました。次のご来店の際には本当に美味しいちゃんとしたパフェを。
いいや、このパフェで十分に美味しかった。このパフェをまたぜひ食べたいと思っている。
She's like, are you serious? After hearing Class Rep say that she wants to eat another infernal parfait, Chihaya completely loses it, foaming at the mouth and falling to the floor with a loud thud.
大丈夫か？これはどうしたことだ？しっかり！
Leave her be, Class Rep. Let her rest. You saw she went to the bathroom at the start, right? Truth is, she's been having a stomachache since noon today.
なんだと？そんな体調でこんな無謀な催しを行ったというのか？
She suddenly felt bad after inviting you. But she so earnestly wanted to make peace with you that she withstood how bad she felt, did her absolute best to the end. I hope you understand how she feels.
そうだったのか。どうも様子がおかしいとは思っていたが。
Oh my gosh.
そうだったのか。
Is the BS train actually gonna work?
大鳥千早、お前のその気合と根性、この花ルチア、深く感銘を受けたぞ。
Chihaya's already out cold and foaming at the mouth, but the class rep takes her hand and expresses her feelings. I can totally see a spotlight from heaven shining down on them, with angels throwing fatal flower petals and raining their blessing.
ルチアは割と単純だから、きっとこれでいいだろう。
I agree.
小太郎くんすごいね。舌が2枚生えてやしないか。私は心配だよ。
It will be the death of him, I guarantee it. I'm never telling lies as weird as this again, I swear. Keep this secret, got it? Also, while it ends well, it's better to leave it that way.
へい、合点だ。
Yes, Kotori. Yes.
ルチア、おめでとう。これ。
ありがとう。私たちの。いや、私が頑固なせいでみんなを巻き込んで迷惑をかけた。 本当に申し訳ない。
Don't worry about it. I just can't help but meddle with my neighbor's affairs. That's just who I am.
ちーちゃん、大丈夫かな？
相当具合が悪いのを無理したんだろうか。すっかり意識を失ってしまっている。
She probably should go see a doctor.
マスタードと唐辛子が襲ってくる。
Oh no. Now I feel bad for her. She can't escape the spice even in her dreams. Man, how bad must the parfait have been for her to actually lose consciousness? My sympathies to her. Yeah, oh my gosh! Remember, she's like superhuman. I almost forgot about that. She probably has superhuman strength and even tenacity when it comes to like constitution. So for it to actually knock her out, I'm surprised Sakuya hasn't showed up yet. Meanwhile, Class Rep holds Chihaya's hand tightly, despite the latter being out cold. It's her own way of expressing her will to reconcile with Chihaya. We bear witness to it.
その手袋、取れそう？
Class Rep still has her white gloves on as she holds Chihaya's hand. Perhaps the day will come where she can remove those gloves and shake someone's hand. Class Rep looks downcast, seeing that she still can't hold her hands with her friend except through the glove.
フリジーはいけない。そうだね。ごめん。
いや、私こそ申し訳ない。この手袋をいつか取れたらと思う。
As she tells us that, she looks down at the white glove gripping Chihaya's hand.
いつかきっとこの手袋を取れる日が来ると思うから。そしたら大鳥千早、その時こそちゃんと握手をしよう。
Unfortunately, those words don't reach the unconscious Chihaya. I'll make sure to pass them on to her, though.
ありがとう、天王寺小太郎。
Hey, I didn't do anything.
すまん。天王寺がお膳立てをしてくれたことは知ってた。
Wait, what? 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 Really? How'd you know?
すまん。うっかり私が言ってしまった。
Oh. She says she corrected herself right after she let it slip with a non-very apologetic expression on her face as she scratched her head.
別にそれを知っていてもいいんじゃないかね。仲直りがしたいから騙されたふりをしてくれたんでしょ？
You're right, Class Rep already knew she was being lied to, but she still came.
なお偉い。
別に偉くない。
Class Rep looks down at the floor while telling us that. Dang, I can't lick the parfait bowl though, not with Class Rep right there. Just how insanely spicy was the parfait? What's that even? Even though she finished the parfait as an old person, Chihaya foamed at the mouth and keeled over. I don't want to even imagine how spicy that was. By the way, was the parfait actually tasty?
十分美味しかったぞ。大鳥さんとの仲直りの一杯だからな。まずかろうわけもない。
Okay. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Like, did you legit want to eat this again?
くどいぞ。私はとても美味しかった。この店のパフェはとても気に入ったぞ。こんな美味しいパフェは食べたことがない。
If she's this serious about it, it must be real deal. The former members of the Black Spice Company were so shocked at Lucia and Chihaya's feat. Will they really mend their ways and actually serve good parfaits? Little did we know that the cafe would later add a new series of super spicy parfaits to their menu, inviting challengers to test their mettle. Not that I'm ever eating any of that stuff. Class Rep's white gloves continue to be her trademark identifier. Their pure whiteness is a sign that that her heart's wounds have yet to heal. However, she's taken a small step today to face herself so that one day she can take them off. And when that day comes, she'll have friends who understand her by her side. I don't like how it's sending up this flag of like finality. Konohana Lucia is a lonely class rep no longer. Me, Kotori, and Chihaya, our relationship with her now is beyond just being classmates.
こういうの、雨降って地面がなんとかって言うんだよね。
Uh-huh. It's such a pain when neither of you can just be sincere. Like, for real, could you two be a little more honest?
うるさいです。女同士の友情は複雑なんです。
Well, at least I can finally sleep in peace now knowing the class former aura has been restored. This is how it's gotta be. Nice and peaceful. The classroom's door rattles open and class rep returns. Apparently, the teachers will be late because they had some business to take care of, so it'll be a self-study until then.
先生はもう少し遅れるそうだ。みんな引き続き自習を。こら、天王寺小太郎、席へ戻れ。今が授業中であることを鉄拳で知らされたいか。
ほら、席に戻った。委員長が自習だって言ってます。男子は席に戻って。こら、よしの。
I like how Chihaya is now becoming like her wingman.
へいへい、戻るぜ。委員長が2人に増えたみてえ。
Well, that worked out fine, didn't it?
女子も委員長も黄色い声がうるせえくらいがちょうどいいぜ。
He's like, you done well. What'd I tell you? I'm a man who gets things done.
俺が助言しなきゃどうなってたやらな。
Yoshino's rude as always, but he seems to be pretty happy inside that the two of them become friends again. He's exactly right though. If he hadn't taught me about the cafe the other day, the classroom would probably still be rife with tension. Just put it on my tab. You still into sharing a parfait with another dude?
どうしてもって床に額をこすりつけて頼むなら考えてやるぜ。
Hey now, it's seriously a good parfait. Let's go get it. Let's go next chance we get. My treat. I'm gonna have those guys secretly make his parfait super spicy though. I cackle myself over my nefarious scheme. Kotarou stares at me blankly.
何か悪巧みをしてる顔だね。
It's Kotarou. Of course he's always up to no good. Excuse you? There's nothing going on here. My mind's always at peace every day.
平和かね。
Peace indeed.
そうだね。
I guess it's okay to have this sort of ruckus once in a while. It's like a real sign of youth. Both the class and class rep are running just fine. Ah, women's hearts can be so fickle as weather. But as I say, sunshine always comes after the rain. Look out the window to the sky. While the summer's end still has some remnants of heat, the autumn sky is higher up in the firmament, bringing with it a cool breeze in the coming season. Here comes... Oh, splitting path. Oop, going down the left one. Lucia. Okay, so I think we're actually on the Lucia route now officially. Very good. Very good indeed. All right. Now we will stop. My throat is sore. I'm tired. But I fulfilled my duty, and that was really fun. It was a good experience, and a nice pick-me-up from just feeling crappy all day. It's actually not that bad. Like, I'm not the sickest in the house, actually. I've been helping take care of a lot of the people here, but it's still not been fun. I slept a lot, been coughing a lot, and while I'm kind of feeling the best I've felt all day, I don't think it's going to last, so I'm just glad I got this much done. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me for the Death Parfait, and now we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes, so I hope you're all excited, because it's probably going to get pretty intense from here on out. But most of you already know that. Of course you do. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful journey, and as always, it's a pleasure being able to share it with you. Thank you especially to the patrons and members who make it possible for me to continue making content and for inspiring me to try and push things harder, make them better, do more and more often, and I'm hoping to make that up for you. In fact, we're going to be doing a patron cast here before too long, and I was planning on releasing the next patron cast on Valentine's Day, which is February 14th, but with how sick I am, I'm probably going to I might have to push it back just depending on how I feel, but I'm hoping to get that in before Valentine's. It'll be a special one, just because I'm planning to like crack out the Muv-Love like Gunpla model that I have and kind of give it a look-see and just chat and stuff. I also have a fun pitch idea to give to the patrons, so I hope you'll look forward to that. But regardless of all of that, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and until next video watching me, I'll see me next. I'll see you there.